Hello everyone, welcome to the latest installment of Murder is Game Over. Love this franchise. Love it, love it, love it. It's simple, it's fun, it's cheap, it's fast, it's fun. Introduction. Beauties. A small town in the Berkshires. You never know how to say it with English names. Berkshires? An isolated mountainous region of rural western... Oh, that's actually the US, so I have even less idea how to say that name. Massachusetts, with a rich history of art and culture. Present day. Simon, Cody, Drew, and Cassie. Alright, now we're all here. I'm gonna close my eyes and start counting to 100 soon. Why do we always have to start our game of hide and seek in the cemetery? It's spooky. Yeah, that's the whole point. Hey, what are all those people doing here? This place is usually quiet. There must be a funeral going on. Didn't you hear? Old Mrs. Blackinton passed away last week. Who? You know, the creepy old lady who played the organ in church. Creepy old Mrs. Blackinton. Playing organ is very difficult. Very, very difficult. I never played myself, but I saw how people play. It's very difficult. And sometimes it requires another person helping you. Why do you say she's creepy? Well, the rumor is that 30 years ago, after her husband died, old Mrs. Blackinton went Betty. She sent her older son, Trevor, away to a fancy boarding school. She kept her younger son, Cade, trapped at home on the property until the day he turned 18. Is that true? Why would somebody treat their kids like that? It's simple. She knew she would fall victim to the family curse, just like Saul and all other Blackintons. If your last name is Blackinton, your family is going to have a curse on it. Shame on you, Simon. That's nonsense. I used to talk to Mrs. Blackinton in church all the time, and she was a perfectly sweet old lady. Hey, it looks like the funeral is about to start. We should keep our voices down so they don't hear us. Father Francis, Trevor Blackinton, Cade Blackinton, Professor Marshall, and Nurse Ingman. Dearly beloved, we are here today to mourn the loss of Meredith Blackinton, a pious member of our small community. Most of you will remember Meredith Blackinton as our church organist. She remained modest even as her renowned music became exposed to the masses in popular video games all over the world. But she was also a loving and devoted mother to her two sons. The elder, Trevor, who went on to become a technical director with Hack Division Publishing. Of course, Hack Division. He doesn't even need the Blackinton Trust with an important job like that. And the younger, Cade, a talented actor making his way through the trenches of Hollywood. Hello? Trevor, have you had time to think over my financial offer yet? Who is this? Tony Carson, the wind farm builder we spoke earlier. You've got a lot of nerve calling me like this. My mother's body isn't even in the ground yet. Excuse me, Trevor, I thought it would be best if we could talk as soon as possible. Don't call me again, and leave my brother alone too. Trevor, who called? Never mind. Excuse me, everyone. Father Francis, please continue with the ceremony. Look, on the top of the cliff. Hello? No, it can't be. Trevor and Cade Blackinton. As my last remaining descendants, you both will soon perish here on my estate. Then the family curse shall finally be lifted. He vanished. He must have disappeared into the woods. What did I tell you guys? Did you take a good look at the ghost? He didn't look like Saul Blackinton's ghost to me, it's just some guy in a mask trying to scare people. In a way, that's even scarier. The investigation. Late afternoon the next day. Detective Dudley. Welcome, Detective Guy. Nice of you to finally show up. You and your dog Clea are late. This place was hard to find. It's out in the middle of nowhere, and there was a road detour because of the flood. Did you get my phone? Call, sir. Never mind. Very well then. In your absence, I've gone ahead and solved the case entirely myself. There is nothing else to be done. You solved the case already? Are you sure, Detective Dudley? Yes, of course. There is no doubt about it. We've captured the culprit, and we are just about to take the guilty party down to the station. I hope Detective Dudley knows what he's doing. You can't be the hero all the time, you know. Anyway, I'm ready to close the book on this as a double homicide. A double homicide? Wait, did you just say double homicide, as in there were two murder victims? Two murders, since you came all the way out here. The least I can do is explain to you exactly how it happened. What would you like to know first? Controls, because I don't remember how to switch to Cleo. What about Cleo? I've got everything under control. Who am I? You? You're building quite a reputation, Detective Guy. Even showed me up on at least one occasion. But it's clear your clue-sniffing dog who is the real talent. I'd say you're just the Dr. Watson to her Sherlock Holmes. Where are we? You've arrived, albeit an hour late, here in West Adams, Massachusetts. West Adams is a small Rust Belt city nestled in the Berkshire Hills near the New York border. This town used to be a real industrial hub in the 19th century thanks to the exploits of the Blackinton mine. We are standing on the Blackinton family's estate ground, home of the heirs to industrialist Saul Blackinton's family fortune. Yesterday there was a funeral nearby that drew out people who knew the Blackintons, Meredith Blackinton's funeral. Who is the victim? You'll find the body of Trevor Blackinton not far from here. He was murdered. First Meredith Blackinton and now her elder son. Meredith Blackinton raised the Blackinton boys here with the remains of the family fortune, and then found her own success as a prolific organist and music composer later in life. The elder son, Trevor Blackinton, was a well-to-do video game programmer who lived in New York City. Cause of death? Hey, come back! Well, someone bludgeoned him to death with it. Did you find fingerprints? No, the rain we had earlier must have washed any prints away. As for Meredith Blackinton's death, we still haven't had time to search inside the mansion where her body was found yet. No one suspected foul play until... Anyway, we've got a killer on the hook for Trevor Blackinton's murder. I haven't had time to speak to the coroner yet. You'll find her just outside the entrance to the Blackinton mansion up the hill. And what is your theory? It's simple, Detective. Kate Blackinton, the youngest son, killed his mother and then did away with his older brother next. Kate Blackinton even openly admits that the cane near the body is his possession. His career as an actor has struggled, and this way he stands to inherit the Blackinton family fortune. Kate was apprehended near the crime scene a few hours after his brother's death. Officer Bailey is with Kate Blackinton as we speak. The younger Blackinton's been cooperative, I'll give him that. I suppose you're welcome to chat with him yourself if you wish. I want to close this case quickly before the press shows up. As I told you, you can go home. Now, if you excuse me. There is one last thing that's got me quite puzzled though. What's that, Detective Dudley? We've already gotten multiple reports from local people insisting that some kind of ghost appeared at the funeral yesterday. I don't believe it. Go ahead and take a walk around the state grounds. If you find anything that disputes my findings, then you can bring it to my attention here. Come on, Cleo, let's take a look around and see what we can discover with this case. Let's go! How do we switch between him and Cleo? Don't remember. Coroner, hello! I'm so glad you and Cleo made it. Detective Doodley is ready to close the books, but I'm not so sure. Where is the body? You'll find Trevor Blackinton's body to the east of the mansion. Cause of death? Trevor Blackinton was impaled by something sharp. A knife, a sword, some other kind of weapon capable of piercing the flesh. Have you found anything on the estate grounds that might be a murder weapon? Not yet. Time of death? Trevor Blackinton was killed yesterday in the evening. It's almost sunset now, so it's been about the whole day. Your theory? Trevor Blackinton was undeniably murdered. This definitely wasn't self-inflicted, an incident, or some wild animal attack. Last week, Meredith Blackinton also died of heart failure. I'm afraid there is nothing more we can learn from exhuming her body after this much time has passed. Detective Doodley is about to make an arrest. I'm not convinced that his conclusions are correct, but it's up to you and Cleo to find the evidence to prove it. Thank you. Can I come inside? This is the entrance to the Blackinton mansion. Detective Doodley won't appreciate it if we just wander off before we finish exploring the estate grounds, Cleo. Officer Bailey, Kate Blackinton, Trevor, examine. It's the body of the murder victim, Trevor Blackinton. Why was he out on the estate grounds last night? What was he doing here? Who was he with? I don't see any signs of a struggle. He wasn't running away to escape. That means Trevor Blackinton knew his killer. Looks like we've got ourselves another murder solved, Cleo. Oh! That's how you switch. Right. With an S. Cleo found a clue. This looks like some kind of antique walking stick. What's this doing here? The wood is polished, it's heavier than it looks. The coroner said that the victim was impaled by something sharp, not bludgeoned to death. That means this antique cane isn't the murder weapon. Then why is it here? The clue is saved to your case file. Right, Cleo, are we going to find all the doggy bags this time? Because last time I couldn't find them all. And I was upset and disappointed. No doggy bags so far. Officer Bell and Kate, Detective Doodley. Oh, something. This is an airline ticket. This boarding pass belongs to Kate Blackinton. He flew into Albany from LAX on the morning of his mother's funeral. It also gives Kate Blackinton an alibi for his mother's murder last week. It proves that he was on the other side of the country when she died. So Detective Doodley's idea that Kate Blackinton killed his mother is wrong. Anything else? Oh? These pebbles, is this gold? This isn't natural. What's this gold ore doing just lying in the field out in the open? Somebody must have brought this here. Does this mean that someone was walking around on the Blackinton family property? Didn't expect that to be a clue. Are there more clues like that? I mean, maybe, but I don't see any. So we are going to go and talk with Kate Blackinton and Officer Bailey. You must be that special detective with the dog that they brought in. I sure am glad you're here. I've played a criminal in a video game before, but I never expected to be treated like one. Suspect added to case file. Kate Blackinton, younger Blackinton brother. Your identity? Yes, I am Kate Blackinton, sir. My mom and my big brother are now dead. Do the police really think I'm mixed up in this? They're saying I killed both of them, but there is no way I could have done it. You've got to help me. How do I convince that other detective that this isn't what it looks like? The victim? You could say I'm estranged, I guess. I hadn't seen either my mom or my older brother in many years, not until the funeral. Anyway, I grew up here, spent my whole childhood on this estate. After my dad died here when I was a boy, Mom got protective. She sent Trevor away to boarding school and kept a close watch on me. I can't say my childhood was an easy one, even with the money we had. I wasn't an easy kid to raise. Nothing's come easy for me, really. Trevor had the brains of the family with his computer engineering genius. I'm just a humble actor who plays an occasional bit part. Your alibi? After seeing that thing at the funeral yesterday, I was a wreck with anxiety. I saw a bottle of my mother's sleeping medication. I finished what little was left of the bottle to help me relax, shut my eyes and drifted off to sleep. Then the cops woke me up and questioned me about Trevor's death. Yes, the cane is a family heirloom that was left to me. But I'm certainly no killer. I love my family. I was still in Los Angeles for an audition when I heard about Mom's heart attack. I just wish there was a way I could prove it. The ghost. The cops won't believe me. It sounds ridiculous. At the funeral, on the cliff top in the back of the cemetery, the ghost of our great-grandfather, Saul Blackinton, appeared and issued a warning. The figure told my brother and I that we'd be next to die from the family curse, just like what happened to Mom. If you can find someone else who was at my mom's funeral, they may be able to tell you more. Detective usually won't listen, but I'm hoping you can look into it. Suspicions? I don't think the ghost we saw was real. To me it looked like somebody in a mask. If the police can find whoever it was that tried to scare us, then you might get your answer. Curse or no curse, my brother and my mom are now dead. Supposedly, I'm next. I know the police won't let me fly back to Los Angeles for the production until this is resolved. I can't say I mind being in custody as long as the police could protect me from supernatural ghosts or from masked human killers. No more questions. I hope you and your dog can get me off the hook. I need to find 8 suspects. What about Officer Bailey? What you can tell me? I've located the suspect and will be out of here soon. Us local police have been all over the Blackinton family estate grounds already, but we haven't found any clues. However, your clue-sniffing dog might be able to find something we missed. You should explore with Cleo, the party leader. This way you'll see clues appearing on the map. Go interact with one and you'll discover something about the case. Clues won't appear if Guy is the party leader though, so make sure you take advantage of Cleo's fantastic detection skills. Oh, thank you. Well, too late. I will switch to Cleo once again and I will do a once over. Just to see if I might have missed something. And then I will go and speak with Detective Dudley once more. Can I walk behind? No. The path looks like it leads into the forest. Detective Doodley won't appreciate it if we just wander off before we finish exploring the estate grounds, Cleo. Alright, so we will do that later. I think we are done then. Present evidence. So you're saying you found something, Miss Detective? I'm afraid there is still more work to be done on this case, Detective Doodley. It's simple. Kate Blackinton used that heavy wooden antique cane to fatally club Trevor Blackinton. When I spoke to the coroner, I found out that it's not consistent with the cause of death. Then how did he die? Impaled. Trevor Blackinton wasn't bludgeoned to death with a big piece of wood. He was impaled by a sharp object. He was stabbed. I see, so then we haven't yet discovered the real murder weapon. Alright, so maybe I'm wrong about Trevor Blackinton's murder weapon, but that doesn't disprove that Kate Blackinton killed his mother without it. From the evidence I found, you've got that one wrong too. What evidence? I found something on the estate ground which proves that Kate Blackinton wasn't even in town last week when his mother died. An airline ticket. Kate Blackinton's airline ticket. The date on this ticket proves that he was still at the Los Angeles airport last week on the day Meredith Blackinton was killed, so he couldn't have done it. Yes, well, never mind about that. There is still nothing that proves that somebody else was here on the estate grounds. Besides Kate Blackinton and the victims, of course. Kate Blackinton still got to be the killer by default. I now know that you're wrong about the assumption too. When Cleo and I were exploring the property earlier, we found something strange. Unearthed, you might say. Unearthed? Come on now. Are you going to tell me that there is another corpse lying around on this hill too? No, nothing like that. Besides the body, the antique cane, the Kate's boarding pass, here is what else we found. Some gold ore. Huh? What is it? I'm not geology expert, but to me it looks like little small chunks of gold ore. Gold ore up here? Exactly. It's not something that occurs naturally lying in a field like this, which means somebody dropped it. So then it's possible someone outside the Blackinton family has been trespassing on the family property. But why? That's what Cleo and I intend to find out next. Well done, Detective. You two screwed this up for me. I had this. Gee, Detective Doodley, it's high time for me to get out of the way so you two can do your job. Hey, wait! Clear out, everyone. We'll regroup back at the main roadblock. And make sure that the suspect doesn't leave the area. Yes, sir. Hold on, don't you think you're going a little bit overboard? The investigation is all yours, Detective. I don't want to interfere. Bye, Detective Doodley. But what about the alleged sightings of a ghost? Touch a green arrow to exit a map. Maps may have multiple exits. Alrighty. I want to get inside first. Inside the mansion. Something scary is going to happen. Beware the Blackinton Curse, Detective. You and your dog might find yourselves becoming its next two unfortunate victims. Select your game difficulty mode for Ghost Chase gameplay. Cozy mode, please? Yes, I'm sure. We gotta keep seeking out more suspects and clues. Okay. What about the Ghost Chase game? Scary. What is this? This police tape marks where Meredith Blackinton's body was found last week. Why was Meredith Blackinton's body found near the bottom of the stairs? After she had a fatal heart attack, how did it happen? How did she really die? A problem to switch to Cleo. These dark spots, do they mean anything? I don't see any doggy bags, which is weird. That is not a clue, is it? No. What about the clock? No. Okay, so I can go this door, their door, and their door, and probably upstairs. Let's start with this door. Living room. We have a bookcase here with no clues. We have a chair here with no clues. We have a big table here with no clues. We have a knight statue here. Are there any clues in this room? So far I don't see any. A dining room. With a living mouse. Another knight statue. Any clues in any rooms? Oh! How did I get there? What if I go this door? This is kitchen. Here we have a nice kettle. I found a clue, but I also found a doggy bag. This is a bottle of sleeping medicine for Meredith Blackinton because of her heart condition. The bottle is empty even though it was prescribed the day when she died. There is a purple residue in the sink that matches the color of the drops of liquid at the bottom of the bottle. I wonder who prescribed this medication. A doggy bag! How many doggy bags do I need to find? Another one? I need to find 40. That's a lot. The dining room. Oh. I didn't notice it when I was here last time. The place looks a little bit shabby, you know? With all this dirt and some kind of, I don't know, whatever that is. Looks like cracks or something in the walls. This is a living room, and I find more doggy bags. How come they weren't here before? Maybe I need to check the map. Yeah, I know that. I want to go upstairs. Upstairs. Here we are. And here we have one door, two door, a doggy bag. This door is locked. And a locked door. Okay, let's start with this one. Children's bedroom. Kalia found a clue. This is Meredith Blackinton's last will and testament. To my sons, Trevor and Kate, I leave the entirety of the Blackinton family estate and fortune divided evenly between you. To my faithful caregiver in this lonely town, Nurse Ingman, I leave $100,000. Thank you for 10 years of going above and beyond the call of duty. For my son Trevor, I leave a draft of original sheet music. For my son Kate, I leave my grandfather's soul's antique cane. In the unfortunate event of multiple untimely immediate family death, then the estate passes on to any remaining distant Blackinton relatives. The clue is saved to my case file. Suspicious, if you ask me. There has to be another living relative that we are not aware of. Any clues here? And then there is another door here that is a study. A doggy bag. A clue, I believe. This is the personal calling card of Tony Carson, the wind farm builder and businessman. Carson Construction, third generation of builders in West Adams. His great-grandfather was the builder of this mansion. So Tony Carson paid a visit to the Blackinton mansion recently. We haven't met that person yet. Then we have some more upstairs. A tower. This is a telescope. Someone was up here in the tower looking out on the Blackinton family property. Sounds familiar. There was another case with a telescope. But someone else was using this recently too. A doggy bag. Right, I haven't found the key to the locked door. It is possible that I missed a clue somewhere, somehow. Have I explored everywhere here? Feels like it. But I haven't found her bed. Oh, her bedroom is the locked room. Right, let's check out the map. So, number 7, master bedroom, indeed is the locked room. So it seems that I've been everywhere here. Right. Hey, I found doggy bag. How come I didn't see that? Alright, well, we have to do something somewhere. Do we need to go into the woods? Don't particularly want to. Let's explore this area first, because there is more doggy bags now. There were none before, and now they're everywhere. I see another one here. And then from here, there is 2 ways we can go. There is this road leading to Hoosek River Park, and then there were the woods somewhere. And that is all. Here. East Blackinton Mine. Oh. Hobok Mox Hill. Hey, friend! There is an abandoned shack. There is a doggy bag. Beautiful moon, by the way. That is the mine. Okay, this place seems to be quite large. And I feel like I'm already lost. Then we have passage to that side. We have something here. The color of the water in this pond looks a little off. Maybe there's a way we can test this water for chemicals. I mean, maybe. Then that is the mine. A clue. Well, can I get to the clue? This is a library card. It belongs to Dana Laskin. We haven't met this person yet. No, we haven't. Another doggy bag. Then here, what do we have here? Age of town. Complicated map. Another Blackinton mine. I wouldn't want to meet the ghost here. It's difficult to walk here. A clue! Somebody left the cigarette butt up here on this cliff by the Coosac River. What brand is it? We don't know that, it seems. But there is nothing left to do here. What is this? This holes in the road? Downtown. Wow! Well, it's closed, it makes sense, it's night. But it doesn't look welcoming at all. A Berkshire museum, and it's open during night. Professor Marshall left prehistoric ruin, begin tour. Hello, Professor Marshall. Welcome to the Berkshire Museum, Detective. How may I assist you with learning? Suspect added to the file. Berkshire College professor. Your identity, please? Dr. Ruth Marshall, sir. I'm a tenured professor at Berkshire College and run the museum. I'm an expert on the history of this regional area. The victim? I hardly knew Trevor Blackinton, if that's what you're inquiring about. I never corresponded with him. His mother, on the other hand, now that's a different story. Yes, I knew Meredith Blackinton well. It was because of your willingness to donate this abandoned mill building and most of the artifacts in our collection that opening this museum became possible. I owe that all to her, you could say. I was hoping she would donate some of the family land to the college, for research, of course. I tried pleading my case to Meredith Blackinton, but she wanted to leave it for her kids. Her absentee kids. Your alibi? I was here at the museum yesterday during the evening. Yes, that's right, alone. So no alibi. The ghost? Well, there is historical evidence pointing to a curse on the Blackinton estate, though of course a scientific explanation may also be possible. What do you think, detective? I'm the one who created the museum exhibits. Have you taken a tour of the museum yet and read all the signs? Not yet. Any suspicions? I think Tony Carson, the builder, had something to do with the boat death. It's not just that he's my rival for resources to keep this museum open. I don't think he tells the truth. I've heard his silly, oily voice so often recently that it makes my blood boil. No more questions so far. It's refreshing to see that you have an inquisitive mind. I hope that you and your dog will be successful. Thank you. That is only suspect number 2. Usually you meet them all at once. And so I've been playing for already 1 hour and 17 minutes. I think that I will end the first part here. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Have a nice day, night, morning. Bye bye.